Japanese from some guy. In today's video, we're going to look at chapter 19 of my textbook, where we are going to start an in-depth study of conjugating verbs into the past tense. So in today's chapter, we're going to look at how to conjugate verbs into the formal past tense form. So this is something we can use for everyday conversation, something we need for really expanding our Japanese and allowing us to express ourselves in a whole new time frame. So very, very important lesson. And without further ado, 始まりましょうか。よろしくお願いします。Alright everyone, here we are, chapter 19, the formal past tense with shimashita. And as you may or may not already know, in Japanese there are two distinct styles of speaking. So there's the formal and informal way of speaking. So today we're just going to look at the formal, the more polite way of speaking, and later we'll look at an informal, more conversational way of speaking. But in this chapter we're going to learn the formal method. And after we learn that, learning the informal method will be a lot easier. But anyway, this method is very easy. Since we already know how to conjugate verbs and find the mas stem and conjugate verbs to the mas form, this will be very simple. So basically, there are two steps. All we have to do is isolate the verb's mas stem and just add mashita. And that's it. And we can get the past tense of a verb. Any verb. So here we have some examples. Okay, on the left we have the dictionary form, and on the right the past tense form. So we have yomu. We get the mas stem, which is yomi, and we add mashita, so we end up with yomimashita, read. And another example, we have kao, so the mas form is kaimasu, the mas stem is kai, we add mashita, and we get kaimashita, bought. And that's all there is to it. So we have aruku becomes harukimashita, hashiru becomes hashirimashita, tobu becomes tobimashita, hanasu becomes hanashimashita, and shinu becomes shinimashita. Died. Okay, so that's it. We take the dictionary form of the verb, isolate the mas stem, and add mashita. Okay, so, and if you have been watching this series, you may have noticed that all the verbs that we just looked at were type 1, and now we're going to look at our type 2 verbs, but fortunately, they're all conjugated the exact same way. So if you can conjugate a type 1 verb to the past tense, you can conjugate a type 2 verb. We have taberu, the mas form is tabemasu. We add mashita to the mas stem, and we get tabemashita. Kangaeru becomes kangaimashita. Osieru becomes osieimashita. Ageru becomes agemashita. So again, we just find the mas stem, add mashita, and we get the past tense of that verb. And even our type 3 verbs follow this rule. So suru, the mas form is shimasu. We add mashita to the mas stem, we get shimashita. Kuru becomes kimashita, came. And that's it. So if you know that simple rule, just add mashita to the mas stem of a verb, you get the past tense, the polite, formal past tense. So now we're going to look at some example sentences. So here we have number 1, a little conversation. So, 昨日何をしましたか? 私は漫画を読みました. So what did you do yesterday? I read comics. And here we have a pro tip, so let's check that out. So most of you who are watching this are probably into the anime culture, and I think nowadays that with all the comic book movies that are coming out, reading comic books and reading manga has become a little more socially acceptable. And I think that reading manga is a great way to learn Japanese. Of course, you have to read the manga in Japanese. So I encourage all of you to find some kind of manga to read in Japanese. Shonen manga is usually a good choice because it has the furigana, so you can read all of the kanji characters even if you don't know what they are because they have the hiragana. When I was learning Japanese, I used to read One Piece every day, and that really helped me learn Japanese. So I encourage you to find a comic book that you like and find a Japanese copy. It will really, really help you learn. And number 2, 昨日私はピザを食べました. 昨日私はピザを食べました. Yesterday I ate pizza. Number 3, 先月雨が降りました. 先月雨が降りました. It rained last month. Number 4, 去年私のペットの犬が死にました. 去年私のペットの犬が死にました. My pet dog died last year. Number 5, ストアで晩ご飯を買いました. ストアで晩ご飯を買いました. I bought dinner at the store. Number 6, 彼もパーティーに来ましたか? 彼もパーティーに来ましたか? Did he come to the party too? And please notice how all these verbs are in the past tense. Alright, so now we're going to do some quick practice problems. We're going to just conjugate the following verbs into their polite past tense form. So here on the left we have the dictionary form, and we have the mas form you can write in the middle, and the past tense in the right column. Okay, and remember, you can go to Learn Japanese from someguy.com, download and print out these PDFs so you have something easy to fill out. So if you haven't been there, check that out. Anyway, here we have numbers 1 and 2, so pause the video and answer those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause the videos, answer those. And 9 and 10, pause the video and answer those. Alright, now let's check our answers. Alright, so number 1, 食べる, we have 食べます, 食べました. 読む, 読みます, 読みました. 死ぬ, 死にます, 死にました. 買う, 買います, 買いました. 飲む, 飲みます、飲みました. 話す, 話します, 話しました. 行く, 行きます, 行きました. 来る, 来ます, 来ました. する, します, しました. 書く, 書きます, 書きました. And that's it. So hopefully those didn't pose any difficulties for you. If you're still not sure, rewatch the video. And if you're not sure about something, you can leave a comment and I'll definitely be sure to answer your question. But before we finish, let's check out just a quick summary of what we learned. So we learned that when conjugating to the formal past tense, all verbs are conjugated using the same method, which is just adding mashita to the mas stem. In formal situations, we should speak using this form. So when you're talking with your friends, it's not necessary, but when you're talking with your boss or someone in a higher social position, you should definitely try to use this form. And to conjugate to the formal past tense, we simply apply mashita to the mas form, which we already know, but just to reiterate. Alright, and next time we're going to look at chapter 20. Okay, so this time we learned how to use the formal past tense, but now we're going to learn how to make the informal past tense. So when we speak with our friends or someone below us socially, we can use this form, and it's a much more natural way of speaking, and definitely something we should study. So be sure to check that out next week, and we'll see you next time. Mata ne. Alright guys, that's it for today's lesson. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for a new video every week. And my book, Learn Japanese from Some Guy, is still available on Amazon. So if you wish to support the series or study ahead, be sure to check that out. And thank you guys very much for telling a friend about my videos. I really appreciate it. And that's it. So we'll see you guys next time for chapter 20. Mata ne.